Alright, so what's up everyone? Now welcome back to the channel. Now today we are checking out Vanguard Season 5, the final season in Call of Duty Vanguard. And although I don't think it is officially confirmed, at least I'm not too sure if it is or not, the fact that it's called Last Stand and they're talking about, you know, a finale for Vanguard, all that stuff, it pretty much confirms that this is the final season we're going to be getting for Vanguard. If they did a Season 6, it would actually just be a waste of time. Everyone knows that. So I think that's why they've just gone ahead and thought, fuck it, we're not doing a Season 6. Now, as you can see, this season has 83 days, which is about, I think, 2 months or so, which should lead us directly into Modern Warfare 2, which is also basically confirmation that there isn't a Season 6 coming. This is going to be the final season that we get for Vanguard. Now, just before we get started with today's video, I want to address the elephant in the room, and that is the fact that I haven't uploaded for, I think, about 2 months now as of recording this video, and I do want to apologize about that. I don't really have any excuses or anything, to be honest. Mostly in this time I've just been focusing on working, going to the gym, you know, kind of just focusing on myself more than focusing on a dead game nobody wants to see on YouTube. And I've also just kind of been mentally preparing for Modern Warfare 2 to come out. We have things like the Call of Duty Next, we have the beta, the campaign early access, which I'm definitely going to make videos on, and then obviously the full release of the game, and then about 3 weeks later, Warzone 2 is coming out, like November 16th or something like that. So from the beta onwards, there is a lot of content to be made, and I'm definitely going to be doing that because I cannot wait for this game to come out. So I kind of just took a step back from YouTube for a bit. I kind of just, you know, once again, I sort of just focused on myself for a while. I wanted to get my head straight in terms of like preparing for, you know, making content and trying to balance making content regularly, you know, going to the gym, going to work, that kind of stuff. I just wanted to get it balanced so I can focus and do it properly, because I want this to be done properly for this game. But anyway, with all that aside, let's talk about Vanguard Season 5. So if you don't know, this season is about bringing back the villains from previous Call of Duty games. So as you can see here, we've got Menendez. I don't know if, I think there's 4 in total. I think, yeah, this is a Menendez skin at tier 100. I don't know if it's based off of his escape in Black Ops 2 at the end of the campaign or what, but so Menendez is in the battle pass. Obviously, I don't think there's a bundle for any of the other villains, but I know that we're going to be getting Seraph, who's apparently a villain. I don't remember it being a villain. Rourke and Al-Assad as well. So we have 4 main characters for this season. Al-Assad is actually a free thing you get in Vanguard and Warzone if you pre-order Modern Warfare 2, which is pretty sick. So alongside that, the weapons for this season, this is it right here. This is a blueprint for it, the EX1, which is based off of the EM1 from Advanced Warfare, and this is a laser gun. So yeah, this is a World War II game where Godzilla and King Kong fight. Then villains from the future come with even more futuristic weapons and start blowing shit up, I guess. That's the plot of Vanguard. I just like to think, if you remember, like, to the start of Vanguard, when, you know, we're sort of getting introduced from Warzone, Woods and Mason, all them actually found Butcher in a bunker, and he started telling them the story of Caldera and everything, you know, the whole story of Warzone. I just like to picture that he's there now saying like, oh, then we fought Godzilla and King Kong and we killed them, and then some futuristic men with laser guns came and blew up the volcano. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. I mean, in fairness, I have to kind of respect it, because at least they realized that the game is doing shit, so they just went balls to the wall, batshit crazy. You know, they could have carried on with their boring World War II, you know, generic character storyline. At least they've brought characters that we already know and, like, iconic movie crossovers to try and generate some hype for the game, at least. That's pretty cool. I do kind of respect that. And I mean, the EM1 is pretty sick. I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the rest of it is kind of your generic, boring snooze fest battle pass. Apart from this, the RA225, which is another SMG. Yay, who cares? me. And if you were wondering about my atomic progress, I haven't made any. I've actually given up on it. I had this game uninstalled for a good couple weeks, but I thought, you know, fuck it, we'll come back and make some videos on the new season. I don't have atomic. I don't plan on it. I got to a point where I was like, there's really no point in going for it when it's not even going to matter in a couple months when Modern Warfare 2 comes out. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to stop stressing about it and just enjoy life. Oh yeah, this is the new map, Beheaded, as well. I think the reason it's called Beheaded is, as you see here, Statue of Liberty kind of got beheaded. Start fucking laughing. Alright, here's the EM1. Here's some gameplay. I've got some live gameplay of the EM1 here. Look at that. That's cool. What a shame. I mean, when this game came out, I actually genuinely did like it. Go back to one of my, like, OG videos of Vanguard first coming out. I'm pretty sure I made a video saying, like, I love Vanguard or, you know, something like that. And it was like a 10-minute video of me just saying, like, I love Vanguard. This is one of the best launches of a game we've ever had. And it's so much fun. I just want to say I fucking love this game. It's honestly so much fun. And I once again want to stay very skeptical with my first impressions, but I don't think I need to at the same time. I mean, I chatted a lot of shit about Cold War and its life cycle, and to be honest, I still think it is quite a flawed game. But at least I still stuck around all the way till the end making videos. Like, I did somewhat enjoy it. This kid is a fucking nerd as well. How did he kill me that quickly? But I still stuck around for Cold War. And I still, I made, season videos and, like, new gun videos. And I even just made, like, normal commentaries like this. But not for this game. I mean, I even made season reviews for Cold War. But for this game, I think I made a season 1 review. And then I just gave up because I was like, what's the point? I'm probably going to make a separate video talking about this, but I actually don't think Vanguard is even that bad of a game. I just think it's just so, like, it has, like, no identity. It's a World War II game. The characters are kind of ass, and it's pretty much just a reskin Modern Warfare. It doesn't really have its own identity, really. Not to mention that there's, like, nothing to do in it. I mean, I was playing Modern Warfare 3 the other day. Yeah, I was that bored when I played Modern Warfare 3. One of my favorite COD games of all time. I mean, I played that game so much when I was a little kid. I used to, the little emblems you get for, like, the kill streaks. I think you have to get, like, 30 kills with the kill streak. You get the emblem for that kill streak. I remember I used to grind out for them, and, you get these little emblems. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I've got an Osprey emblem or a Pave Low emblem and stuff like that. And it kind of made me realize how little there is actually to do in these modern CODs. Like, yeah, we have the Mastery Camo, which you could say is more time consuming than a couple emblems and calling cards, but it just got me thinking, like, I mean, we can have so much more to do if they actually just put effort into what we could be doing. I mean, look how desensitized calling cards and emblems are. I mean, I was literally just talking about it. Do you remember the days where you'd actually grind out for calling cards and emblems and you'd see, like, a person with one, you'd be like, oh, he's done this in the game, or he's done that, or, something along those lines. But nowadays, it's just kind of like, oh, he bought this bundle. Wow, he has 20 quid to spend. That's really interesting, It's not just a Vanguard thing. It's been a thing since even Black Ops 4, actually. To be honest, I do feel like the whole argument, like, oh, this is a World War II game, why we got laser guns, is a bit silly, even though I do sort of agree with it. I mean, I don't really like the whole, like, deviating from the original idea of the game just to, like, get popularity and stuff, because it does sort of desensitize it. And you could say that every game eventually does do that. I mean, people will probably bring in Modern Warfare 2019 and be like, oh, you could have tracer rounds, and you could have anime skins or whatever, but I still feel like all that stayed relatively true to the identity of the game, even though, yeah, when it first came out, it was like a dark, gritty, realistic, tactical game. Like, you think of, like, night vision goggles and that kind of stuff. And by season 6, you're firing, like, pink tracer round guns with, like, a bunny skin. Like, yeah, it's not completely true to the identity of the game, but it's at least true to the time period of the game. Like, realistically, you could get, like, a weed bush skin in real life in the modern day, but if you think about a Modern Warfare 2 a World War II shooter, you're not going to have fucking Godzilla running around, are you? I mean, I don't know. It's quite cool to have these sort of crossovers. I think things like, cool crossovers and not regarding the time period of a certain game is better for a game that doesn't really have a story to it. Like, let's say, okay, let's say Warzone. That would be pretty good to have, you know, sort of wacky crossovers and stuff if there wasn't a sort of identity to begin with. And I think then that could be the identity of the game, is that sort of anything goes, if that makes sense. Whereas if you have something on Modern Warfare 2019 where like, you have a gritty tactical campaign, and then you have like, you know, laser guns with, you know, Bugs Bunny running around, it just doesn't really make sense. I'm not staying for the MVP screen. I mean, oh, well, I can't even leave. I can't leave. If they bring this back in Modern Warfare 2, mate, I'm gonna fucking flip my lid, I swear to God. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna bother playing Vanguard again. We'll see what happens. I don't really care about this game anymore. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.